I've coached legendary music artists like Dan Reynolds, lead singer of Imagine Dragons, and Benson Boone, touring performers like Drake Livingston, and actress Susie Abermite, along with lawyers, founders, and executives who perform constantly under extreme stress. I've helped people burn over thousands of pounds of fat, build hundreds of pounds of muscle, dramatically improve their energy, better manage their stress, and more importantly, perform at a constant high level without burning out or living in the gym. I'm telling you all this because those strict routines that many people worship online nearly destroyed my performance. They did not make me sharper, they made me weaker. Andrew Huberman talks about strict morning routines. Productivity gurus tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what. And a lot of fitness influencers say discipline fixes everything. And I believed all of it. And following that exact advice is actually what made me weaker. Not lazy, not unmotivated, physically weaker, mentally foggier, and emotionally drained. If you are a high performer and your routine feels like it's slowly breaking you, this video is going to explain why. Here's what weaker actually looked like for me. I was waking up early, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., training very hard, checking every habit box off that I was told that mattered. And on paper, I was doing everything right. But one week stands out very clear for me. By Wednesday of that week, my lifts were down, felt like I was fading. My resting heart rate was elevated. My blood sugar was all over the place because I was unfortunately skipping meals to work more to stay disciplined. And I was snapping at people for no reason. I remember standing in the kitchen, staring at my coffee, thinking, how the hell am I doing all the high performance things and still falling apart? That was my first clue that something was seriously wrong. When I started growing my online coaching business 6 or 7 years ago, discipline was literally my entire identity. It defined me. Client check-ins started early, programming, content creation, sales calls, you name it. And I was trying to scale a business while managing my type 1 diabetes and still training like an elite athlete. And one day broke everything. I had calls stacked from early morning through mid-afternoon. I unfortunately skipped breakfast to stay on schedule and pushed my workout yet again. Told myself I would just eat later. I know, thinking about it now, how stupid that sounds. But halfway through my client call, my blood sugar crashed. Camera on, voice shaking, brain fog, me literally shaking and could see the sweat all over my body. Did not look that good. I was literally coaching someone else on performance while my system was falling apart in real time. That night, I just realized something uncomfortable. My routine looked impressive, but it was actually extremely fragile. So I scrapped it because I knew there had to be a better way. Not motivation, not discipline. I rebuilt my life around a performance system designed for stress, chaos, and real life. Once I did that, my energy stabilized. My training progressed, my health drastically improved, and my business actually grew faster with less effort. And that is the exact system I now coach executives, founders, lawyers, and high-stress professionals through every day. Now, I do want to say everything before about being disciplined and pushing through is extremely important. But when we get so locked into our picture-perfect routine that it has us performing less and becoming unhealthy, then the issue arises, which is most high performers are not struggling with discipline. They are struggling with sustainability and consistency. A routine is rigid. A routine requires perfect conditions, and a routine collapses the moment stress, travel, or real life just shows up. Routines demand perfection, but Systems create consistency. Your routine is making you weaker because it breaks under pressure. A system can make you stronger because it adapts to pressure. And that is the main difference. That's what I want you to really understand, and that's what I really understand. So again, having the discipline, having the drive makes the system more effective. But being so stuck to that routine has a very high potential to break you down or throw you off when life gets in the way. A routine assumes that a real world does not exist. It assumes that it assumes the predictable mornings, fixed wake times, no emergencies, no travel, no one needing you unexpectedly. High performers do not live in that world. Your day changes constantly, your energy changes left and right, and your stress absolutely changes. And in all honesty, it just keeps getting more and more. It never goes away. If your structure cannot change with you, it's going to break. When it breaks, then you start feeling guilty. You start making yourself wrong, and you think you just need more discipline. But the problem, again, is not discipline. The problem is the design. Now, a system is built for real life. Instead of 30 habits, it gives you a few non-negotiable anchors that work anywhere in any situation, in any location. You repeat them at home, on the road, during busy seasons, during calm ones, it doesn't matter. Systems protect your energy, systems reduce decision fatigue, and systems stabilizes your physiology. A good system makes discipline automatic because it removes the friction. Now, stress, and more importantly, chronic stress, is that potential invisible force that destroys consistency. You can try to be disciplined, you can try to be motivated, but if stress is always high and recovery is low or not strong enough, your brain and your body will shut down. Hormones, inflammation, sleep quality, mood, decision-making, it all has the potential to collapse under this chronic and extreme amount of stress. This is why high performers who look disciplined on the outside often feel exhausted on the inside. Lower stress and energy returns. When energy returns, your performance can skyrocket. For years, I honestly thought something was wrong with me, that maybe I just lacked the discipline that I needed, that I just needed to push a little harder. But the truth was simple and harder to accept, to be honest. I was just forcing a rigid routine into a life that required adaptability and flexibility. Once I stopped trying to control my time and started supporting my energy, everything changed. My crashes stopped, my training improved, my stress became a hell of a lot more manageable, and my health stabilized. What we have to remember is stress will never, ever go away. And in all honesty, we do need stress. But the issue is when it's chronic, extreme, and we don't have a way to better manage it. And this isn't because I just became tougher. It's because my structure finally worked. This is the system that I teach. There's 4 anchors, no perfection required. This is the system that I teach. There's 4 anchors and no perfection required. Anchor number 1, morning energy reset. Simple, but extremely effective. Get some sunlight to kickstart your circadian rhythm. Get some water because you're probably a little dehydrated from sleeping. And get some protein. That first meal, whether you're intermittent fasting or not, that first meal needs to have a lot of protein to cause protein synthesis, which essentially is building muscle and causing the body to rebuild and repair. Anchor number 2, training rhythm. You only need 3 to 4 or 5 short sessions per week with progressive overload and the right intensity. These do not need to be hours upon hours of training sessions. It's only going to break you down. Short and effective. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah, you could do an hour, but if more time putting into the gym is breaking you down, then it's not helping. Anchor number 3, which is so important, recovery shutdown. A fixed cutoff time for work and screens. Why is that so important? Well, blue light is going to shut down your melatonin, and melatonin not only helps maintain your circadian rhythm, but has you get tired at the end of the day, and the blue light can shut that down. And if we have a cutoff time, it can allow our body to properly shut down for sleep. And anchor number 4, nutrition foundation. Good quality food, doesn't need to be 100% perfect, but 80% of the time, that will help stabilize your blood sugar, improve digestion, to help with energy, gut health, and performance. And also, believe it or not, improving your gut health, improving energy, blood sugar, also helps you better manage stress and inflammation. This system works for executives, founders, lawyers, and anyone living with a complex, high-stress life. Now, here's the truth that almost no one understands. High performers do not burn out because they lack discipline. They burn out because they mistake rigidity for structure. Routines try to control time, and systems protect your energy. Time will always betray you. Time is always an illusion. We always want more time. Energy won't. When you have your energy there, it'll never let you down. I can promise you that. If your structure cannot survive stress, it is not high performance. It is slow self-destruction and disguised as discipline. Once you build a system that works on your worst days, your best days take care of themselves. If you want to go deeper into rebuilding your energy from the ground up, just hit that subscribe button. And I'll continue to show my exact system I use with high performers around the world.